Well, they are the ones left behind.
My name is Javon Lemon. I'm the daughter of Staff Sergeant Jerome Lemon. He was in the military as well as the highway patrol, and he joined the military for his family.
As long as I can remember, that's all we ever knew was the Army.
My dad was a mechanic, or if it had an engine, he could fix it.
My dad was Michael Jerome McMahon.
He was the life of the party. He brought the charm to the room.
Now the organization Children of Fallen Patriots is doing everything it can to help these kids cope after losing a military parent and secure a debt-free education.
The president of that organization, David Kim, joins us now to talk about it. David, nice to see you this morning.
Thank you.
How did you get involved and why did you decide to be a part of this?
My wife and I founded the organization. We were inspired to do it by an experience I had when I was a young Army officer 20 years ago. We were sent down to Panama during part of Operation Just Cause to remove Noriega from power, and comrade Sergeant Delaney Gibbs was killed in combat 5 days before Christmas in '89, and he had a baby daughter due in March. And so while I didn't know him personally, I was inspired to help young children like her. She's also named Delaney. And as you guys know, there's a lot of combat casualties, but also a lot of training deaths that happen every year.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, as if the heartache and loss isn't enough for the children of fallen soldiers, they have to deal with financial complications, perhaps losing the dream of going to college. So what does your organization do to keep that dream alive?
So we provide college scholarships to children from all branches of the armed forces who've lost a parent in the line of duty. So that includes training as well as combat. We help them access all the sources of government grants and scholarships, also private scholarship programs. And then we filled a gap in the funding for their college education costs, and that could cover everything from tuition to books and supplies and computers.
What does that gap look like? I mean, in the past few weeks, we've been hearing more about this, and I think it's probably an educational factor for most Americans aren't realizing that there is this massive education gap for sons and daughters of fallen soldiers who can't afford to go to college or can't afford to pay those bills. How does that money gap look? Is it $1,000, $2,000? Where is it?
It's $5,000 a year on average. So there are government programs that help these children. They cover most of the costs of a public in-state education, but costs beyond that will of course, need to be met by private sources.
How can people help?
They can help two ways. Of course, the financial support is very important. Secondly, spreading awareness of our mission for families who are covered by our mission is very important, because oftentimes they're unaware that this help is available because the child was typically quite young when the father was killed, mom has moved back home to rebuild her life, and is unaware of help that's available for military families.
Is there a website that people can go to and to help contribute this morning?
Yes, it's fallenpatriots.org.
And the organization is Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation. We will link that website to ours at foxandfriends.com. We appreciate you being here, David Kim.
Thank you very much. Yes,
Thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Coming up.